touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled it. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Lacey. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. No huddle, offense to the line.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Turns on the Jets. The 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone, it's Lacey. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Making the adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Out wide right is Lacey. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. formations. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Time to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to pass. It's Knight. Grabbed over the middle. It's Odom. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. Running free. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Lacey. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Lacey. Going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Barry. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to the well. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Left side is Eccles. Oh, a lot of space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rolls right. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Fullback's got it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Back to throw, it's Knight. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The run to the right. There he goes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Sells to fake. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. That's number 10. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running right, Bryson Washington. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
But what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages.
He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum, and they'll get him down after a solid return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, it's Lacey. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Powers inside. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. And the Rebels will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Needs it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
When you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it.
Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Coming out with it, it's Barry. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Moving the pocket, it's Duckworth. Oh, he wants it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Looks as if he's going to run it. Fights off a defender. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! He got it back corner of the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Barry. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Keeping his eyes downfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. that's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 16 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Hurricanes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Throws to the wideout. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he gets it away.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. They wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
He gets it away from his own end zone. You hope your punter can flip the field. Couldn't do it this time as the ball is down just inside the 40. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Finds a crease. It's Lindsey. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Finding some room. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Rebels. And the stomping has commenced. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the... Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score.
Number 33, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.